Alright, George. So this is a game called Kerbal Space Program, and it's like a NASA physics emulator. You have a bunch of these parts, all kinds of cool stuff, and you put together like a rocket and send it wherever you want. In the game, there's a solar system. There's like an Earth with a moon around it. Here's the moon. And there's a second moon called Minimus. It's a lot smaller. Anyway, and you go farther and farther out. There's like Venus, Mars. They all have different names, whatever, but you can fly to each one of these. It's really difficult. Anyway, so let me put together like a tiny little mission and show you what it's like. And yeah, I get really... So like the last 2 weeks I've had off, and I haven't done a whole lot of shit, but this is something I have done. Alright, so this is like a little core that controls everything. I'm going to put a battery on it. And maybe some solar panels to make power. And we're gonna make this a lander. I'm gonna land on the moon with it. Let's see here. These are too small. There we go. This little guy allows me to calculate exactly how much fuel I have. Yeah, pretty simple little rover. This little thing lets me change my direction in space. They have like little spinning wheels in there that they change their direction. It changes the momentum in it and it spins you around. This is all based off real life and have real things. They're pretty much like all these. Let's see here. If you see the bottom of the engine is a little higher than the legs. So let's get bigger legs. Because if I hit my engine, that'd be bad news when I land. Yeah, that's better. Let's make them point straight down. Cool. That's what they're going to look like when it's retracted. Cool. Now this is the interesting part, is you have to make sure it has enough oomph to get all the way up there. So you make several stages. Let's see here. That's a little too much. A little too much oomph. That's better. Let's put a little... What kind of rocket? This guy. Let's see here. A little bigger. Anyway, you get the gist. This is really quick. Put little nose caps on these guys. Make sure they don't fly up. There's a bunch of ways you can download a bunch of new parts or whatever. Anyway, it's kind of the gist. Actually, let's make that canister a little bigger. Too big. Yeah, those are huge. So the problem with this is, the bigger you make the spaceship, the more fuel it takes. The more fuel it takes, the heavier the spaceship is, the more fuel it takes. You see, it's like a vicious cycle. Let's make this... Instead of using those little side rockets, let's use... a couple of long ones. Let's make a really big guy in the bottom. Pretty. Okay. Now to keep it from wobbling, put more of those little like wheel things I was telling you about before on here. Cool. Let's launch this puppy, see what happens. So I installed a part of the game that lets me put it on autopilot and tell exactly what to do. So I wanted to make an orbital altitude of 100, just at autopilot, and it should take it all the way there. You can also skip time. When you're in atmosphere, you can only skip up to ×4, but when you're outside, you can skip up to like ×1,000,000. If you want to go to different planets, it takes a long time to get there. But it does make physics a little weird. See how it's a little wobbly? Okay, and then it detaches the stage. And there's the next one. There's my path. There's the peak, or apoapsis. Cool. Extends my little solar panels there. There, now I made a full orbit. And this thing is going to land on the moon. So set is my target. I'm planning out what I want to do, how to get it there. Yeah. So if you think about it, I'm going to shoot out here and intercept the moon when it's like right around here. That means that the side that's facing me right now is going to be all the way spinning around, and it'll be the bright side, and I want to go on the bright side. So let's do this next thing. And also, like those are called reaction wheels, those spinning wheels. You can also use little jets of compressed carbon dioxide. See? These little balls hold the propellant. This. I'm sending you a message right now. I'm making a movie. So this is the last part. This is what's gonna land. Cool. See, I'm skipping time. That's me. Well, not quite the bright side. Let's adjust my orbit a little bit. There. So I'm planning to land right on here. There. Let's get nice and close. This is what's called a suicide burn. It tells you exactly how long you have before you need to like go on max throttle. It's freaking out. There we go. There we go. Put down the landing gear. Oops. A little too quick there. Nice and gentle. There you go. So yeah, I mean that's like a super basic thing of what I do, but that's, yeah, this game's pretty much what's been killing my time for the last couple of weeks. Anyway, I'm going to send you the link for this.